to do, just like the Somaliland people did, without any noise, without any quarrel, without any dispute among them, gently, quietly. Have you ever heard any noise about Cameroonians doing their contribution? You wouldn't even know how they contribute their money. They are here, many of them, secretly, gently, no noise. When it's time for that donation, you will see them. Pia, 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 pia. They know who they pass the money to. Pia, pia, pia. The money don't move. They are doing it. You will not hear people. This particular Jamboree freedom fighters who are looking for freedom with the spirit of Somoga Abweze. I'm going to be the one. I want to, people like Mama Lo them, an elderly woman who to be in the village, coordinated woman is looking into account of freedom fighters. That spirit is dead in this government. And this year, 2026, anyone that will rise to fight against what we are doing, we're not going to deal with you the lawsuit. As we're dealing with you with lawsuit, those around your community will be dealing with you back home. Enough is enough. We cannot be gathering every year. Come on, put about a city, baby. I go to Congratulation and I struggle Biafra. Abokocha, somebody will scatter it. Even at this moment, I'm struggling. I'm still making it available with the little one I can do. Then they put a question. Then they what's appear again. Can be this 2026. If you see again, you get newspaper, you go pack them. No mercy. And as I'm saying it now, if you're a saboteur listening to me, I know you'll be feeling somehow. I'm not saying it to sugarcoat or to make you happy. I'm saying it to enter your mind so that you will change your steps or you will die for it. Enough is enough. We all are jumping up, celebrating Somaliland. Oh, Somaliland. Hey, Israel recognize them. What are you doing to attract those that will recognize you? Oh, you want us to remain waiting for Prime Minister, the one you believe in, when he will now come out so that he will go and sign whatever paper that will now enable people to recognize us? What kind of brain do you have? Okay, because of the vehicle you boarded from Ife Sinachi or any park had a problem on the road, and passengers are changing to another vehicle to continue their journey. Because that vehicle spoiled, they said you are not going to travel again until they fix that vehicle. Just think about this. Therefore, please, let us wake up. The gods must not do for a man what a man must do for himself. The ball is in our court. Those who are planning our downfall, they have unity of purpose. Look at Fulani. They have almost 22 terrorists in Nigeria whose aim is to dip their Quran in the ocean in Biafra land. They don't have the same name. They have different leaders, but they have unity of purpose. And once that the voice of the elders or the leaders or the learned ones among them or the sheikhs is being raised, they follow. Unity of purpose. As in the J1HADIST, but we have a leader who will soon join us. We have a government now that can sit face to face with the members of the world to share our grievances, our pains. All you need to do is support with Eje and Ejema. Go and participate in the IOU loan. Even if it's 1,000 Ejema, even if you cannot make it up immediately, you can be dropping it small until when it completes, you take your certificate and keep it. Not only for your benefit, for your children, even the ones yet unborn. I repeat, the gods must not do for a man what a man have the ability to do for himself. Onuru si na ya n'oge, ọkwa ya ka ikpe mara o. Ọmacha si na ya amaghị, ọ bụ onye ogwu magala o.
Go back to work. I will talk to you after work.
O kwuru si na ya ekwughị, ọkwa ya ka ikpe ga-ama o. Onye na-eri awọ yara ikwe Nkechi gburu egbu o. Mana asị m na ọ ga-adị ka ọlụ ebube. Ọ ga-adị ka ọlụ ebube. Ezi Chukwu ga-enye anyị Biafra o.
Otu aka ọ dị.
Mgbe ezi Chukwu ga-emere anyị ihe anyị na-ayọ ya o. Ụmụ Biafra da na mba, ọ ga-adị ka ọlụ ebube. Mana anyị kwere ego n'oge Chukwu ka mma o. Oge Chukwu nkere, oge Chukwu nkere. Ndị zụgbasị alịkalịka n'uche Chukwu ga-eme. Anyị si na ọ ga-adị ka ọlụ ebube. Ọ ga-adị onye ada na mba, ọ ga-adị ka ọlụ ebube. Airborne! 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 And in the end, all must hail Biafra.
Yes.
Thank you, my people, and I love you all.
Yes, so yes. Now we no be them. They won't.
Are we still there? The host, Nkode number, veteran, Mazibe Nwam. I am handing over my mic at this moment.
Yes.
It is good morning from my side. Thank you all.
I'm here. Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's submission. And I've always known when you speak with passion and strongly and zeal. And so I thank you for that's hardcore. You cannot be mistaken anywhere. So thank you for lending your voice and for passionately calling on Biafrans to do the right thing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And I hope my co-host, I hope you have not, you are still very much around. So before I continue from where I stopped, I want to acknowledge the presence of our Minister, Betty Adabiafa. Salute you for coming to this space. It's an honor. I appreciate you so much. And I'm also seeing our African rep here, Mazi James. Thank you so much for coming around. I'm seeing our Eunice, the devourer of our time. I'm seeing you here. Thank you so much. And I'm also seeing Obi Chicago. I salute you. Thank you so much for coming around. Emeka, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, coming around. So we're going to continue. And before then, let me just play this, just to refresh our memory. Just to refresh our memory about what our leader said.
Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be. Biafra will come. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come.
Must come.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing, nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come.
So you can see our leader saying, so what do you understand by this? To those that are on the fringes and then claiming to be professors and doctors and whatever, those who are asking us to halt, who want us to be stagnant. What do you understand by what NNAMDI is saying? NNNAMDI is saying that even if he's not around, continue. That's what he's saying. That's the summary of what he's saying. Wherever he is, make sure Biafra comes. That's what he's saying. Wherever he is, continue what you're doing. There should be continuity. That's what he's saying. That's exactly what he meant by this short clip I've just played. So for those of you who wants to go to him in the prison before you can continue, that's what our Honorable Minister of Information called brain dead. And those of you who want to go to Prime Minister in Finland in prison before you can continue, you heard what NNAMDI said. So wherever he is, whether he's around or not, whether alive or dead, continue, and Biafra must come. You see, that's what he's saying. So, and who have demonstrated that is bringing under Mazi Oge Nkere. He has demonstrated exactly what our leader here has just said. And so that is exactly what is expected of us, expected of you and me. So that's what is going on, and that's what we are doing. And like I said, it is time for everyone to congregate under Brigade led by Oge Nkere. It's time. So where I stopped before, I think I was talking about separating the struggle from personality worship, and that's what NNAMDI have just said now. What NNAMDI is saying now is that it's not all about him. That's what he's saying. I think we need to be critical in our thinking and also in our understanding. What he's saying here is that it's not all about him. Because if it's all about him, he wouldn't tell you that if he's not there, that you should continue. He will not tell you if he's dead, you should go ahead and get Biafra. He will not tell that if you don't see him, you should go ahead. He will not tell you that if it's all about him. If it were all about him, it would just mean that if you don't see him, then stop. But he has made it clear here, just the same way our former Prime Minister made it clear that we are not prepared to take instruction from a man that is not free. And that's exactly how a mature leader will talk, especially in a situation of where we're engaged in freedom fighting or freedom movement. So I was talking about separating struggle from personality worship. And I said, Biafra is bigger than any individual. I said it. Mature movements evolve from personality-driven loyalty. It starts from personality-driven loyalty. That's where it starts. But it evolves from personality-driven loyalty to institution-driven commitment. Today, what we have is institution. It's no longer about a person. It's no longer about Mazi Simon Ekpa. It's no longer about Mazi NNAMDI KANU. It's no longer about Mazi Oge Nkere. It's no longer about hardcore. It's no longer about Mecca or Nice. It's now about institution. And what is that institution?
Biafra Republic government in exile. And today that institution has a new prime minister. So he is the head of government. And like I said, as an acting prime minister, he was limited in decision making, in initiating new policies and new strategies. But today, as the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, he is now a substantive prime minister. So he can even initiate new policies. He can even initiate new strategies to be added to the template that was handed over to him. He can initiate new additions to that template. You see, he had that constitutional power. So that is where we are now. So it's not about personality worship, because Biafra is bigger than any individual. Mature movements evolve from personality-driven loyalty to institution-delivering commitment, and that's where we are now. And we are saying also that supporting His Excellency Oge Nkere means choosing institution over emotions, choosing institutions over emotions. So if we are choosing an individual, then you are not ready for freedom, and you don't know what you are doing, and you are immature in this struggle. And we don't need immature, we don't need novice in this field, otherwise you will run into trouble. So we need mature minds in this freedom fighting. So freedom minds will rather choose institutions over emotions. And again, I said, because it is not about it's more than personality worship. So that also means that you are choosing vision over sentiment. You are choosing vision over sentiment. We have a charter. The charter is our vision. It's our vision as a government. So you choose the charter over your sentiment. Drop your sentiment aside. These people that are criticizing us are sentimental, and time has come when they should drop those sentiments and face reality. So stop choosing personality over vision, so that choose institutions and choose vision over sentiment. Then again, you have to choose mature. You have to choose the future republic over present disagreement. Those people who are disagreeing today, stop this year disagreement and choose the future republic we are looking at, we are pursuing. Biafra first. Stop this year disagreement and choose what you are focused, what we are fighting for. What we are fighting for is our country, our Biafra. Choose it, choose that Biafra, then you will know that disagreement will not pay you any good. You will know that you don't need to keep on disagreeing with an institution. You will lose out. You can disagree with an individual, but when you disagree with because today we are an institution. So when you disagree with an institution, you will only be the one to lose out. Especially in this matter we are involved now. So stop choosing sentiments over Biafra. So another point I want to raise now is that from what Oge have said,
thank you for sharing.
Those of you who will listen to this letter, who are still on the fringes, and probably they are criticizing and making noise, you can hear him clearly that it's not all about him, it's not about any of us, it's all about Biafra. So, and the Biafran Republic government in exile under His Excellency Honorable Oge Nkere is now the head of that institution, which is the government. One thing I want to say, that the world is watching, and the world is watching every statement, every action, every reaction by Biafrans. So those people that are standing on the fringes of this movement or struggle, the world is watching you and your stupidity. The world is watching your stupidity. The world saw how smoothly we transited power. from the former prime minister to the new prime minister. That's what the world celebrates. That's what the world wants. That's what the world admire. That's how they know people that are prepared to govern themselves. So it is time you put aside those emotions and sentiments and stop fooling yourselves and humble yourselves. Humble yourself. Like I said, this is a new regime and a new government. And the government, what government expects today and needs is only the tool they need to do their work. And that tool is money, is fund. Fund. That's the tool they need. So like I called before, I said Biafrans of all walks of life, come with your expertise, come with your skill, come with your ability, come and support the government. You now have a government with a prime minister. So this is 2026. So the window is open for every Biafran to now fall back, fall online under Brigade led by Oge Nkere, where it is happening, who knows the road, who have made the mark, and who have placed us on the table of the greatest nation on earth. So take a decision now, come over, because as I was watching the yesterday lobbies committee, what you are doing is that in the near future you will just be full of regrets, because you will discover that you played no part at all. But today you have an opportunity to come in and contribute to your quota. You have the opportunity now. Like I said, the title of where we are now is now or never. So this is the opportunity you have. Come in now and join these gallant men and women who are making history. What the white people, what they live for is how to make history. That's what they live for. But unfortunately, in the Black Africa, all they want is how to they are selfish, and how to build a individual empire. But in a civilized world, what they want is making history. So these are people that are making history here today. I saw them yesterday, and every Saturday they gather together making history. And the window is now open for every Biafran of every walks of life. Come with your skill, come with your know-how, and let's build the nation. And the government needs your tool. There's a tool they need. The only tool they need is finance. Come and finance your government. So let me proceed. The world is watching every action and reactions of Biafrans, and they're observing. Our allies, our adversaries alike, they're all watching. And they have seen how Brigade, under the leadership of His Excellency Oge Nkere, have shown capacity for orderly administration. Capacity for orderly administration. That is what democracy is all about. So these other people that are there talking and making nonsense, talking nonsense, what can you show? What can you show? What has the international community seen? They have seen nothing, absolutely nothing. But they have, I mean, when it comes to Brigade under Nkere, they have seen readiness for self-governance, which we just demonstrated by smooth transition of power from former prime minister to the new prime minister. They have seen it, our readiness for self-governance. They have seen our capacity for orderly administration. Capacity for orderly administration. They have seen it, and they have taken record of it. They have also seen freedom is, let me say this, freedom is not driven by those who shout the loudest. You can see them, people like the woman,
Adulting Rafael Ajay.
I don't think yes. And the other one, the one that was
Asylum camp. Ogogoro specialist. Ogogoro specialist.
That man woman.
Ogogoro specialist. To me.
So the world is not looking. The international community, they are not looking for the noisemakers. Freedom is not given to those who shout at the loudest. No. But those who demonstrate maturity and readiness, and Brigi had demonstrated these qualities under Oge Nkere. So let me also mention this, because now that it's on a new regime, a new government, on a new regime, and I've said it before that before, when he instituted when there was a court case to be treated, and he had a lot of limitations, like the former prime minister called on him to withdraw. But now he doesn't have that limitation again. So those of you who are still messing up, just wait. When he comes now, nobody will call on him to step back. Nobody will ask on him. So you better, people like all of you, you think you are, because you are somewhere either in France or so, you think you are immune. You are not immune. It's simple. Second is simple. A lawyer will be there from the same France and serve you a letter. That is very simple. A lawyer from France there will serve you a letter. So don't think that you are immune. You are not immune. So this is a new government too, and this prime minister is a no-nonsense prime minister. He may be quiet, but he's a man of action. So this year is not going to be any. We are not going to tolerate any distraction and all this noise making. So if you are making noise, you better know the risk involved, because soon a letter will be served. It doesn't matter where you are. So long as you're on this earth planet, you will receive a letter, and it's going to come from the same country you are in. The lawyer is going to come from that country you are in. They will serve you a letter. So just know that and be very, very careful. So supporting the newly elected Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in Nigeria, Honorable Nkere, is not an act of blind loyalty. It's not an act of blind loyalty. Rather, it's an act of strategic wisdom. So those of you, that no wonder the Honorable Minister of Information call you brain dead, which means there is nothing in your brain, despite of the fact that you prefix your name with a professor and doctors and whatever. You see? So when you see the right thing to do and you are not doing it, the Bible said to you it is a sin. You see? So this is not a blind loyalty. It's an act of strategic wisdom to support the legitimate government. So it is time to drop those your egos and stupidity, and fall back to where you belong, and come to fall in line. So it's a strategic wisdom and collective responsibility and commitment to the future of Biafra. Come to Brigi and show commitment to the future of Biafra, because that country is here. And the history is recording your contributions and your efforts and your utterances. Today, I can see the replaying of this Ajere woman, Madam Ajere, replaying his nonsense when he was maligning our Prime Minister. That's what history does. History does not forget. So all the utterances you guys are making, the history is taking note of them. Today, his utterances are being replayed before his face. History is replaying them. All the utterances he made against the former prime minister.
Mazi, but how does he feel when these things are played before his face? How does he? Can you imagine how?
Yeah, let me answer it. When history begin to replay those things, it feels like let the ground opening and let let the ground swallow him. That's the way he feels. You see, and he cannot wish it. There's no way he can wish it away. It is there. It's there. History does not forget, and he has recorded it. And moreover, the worst part of it is that he has committed it. The same thing, he have done it again. You see, so we usually say,
Mazi, could he be thinking that he is a new creature, all things are passed away? Why is he exhibiting the old habits? What do you have to say?
he was never really a new creature. That's the point. He was never really a new creature. So he was just a masquerade who was not identified for who he is. But I think with time, one thing about falsehood, with time it unveils itself. But when you are journeying, time can never change you. Time will never change genuine and truth. So, but because he was really not born again in this struggle, not born again in the Christian palace, but in the struggle, because he came back as a born again now in the struggle. So, but he was not really born again because it has shown that the same nature is still in him. So, fortunately, history does not forget. So today, when it is being replayed and he hears it, like him, it's like let the ground open for him to swallow it. But unfortunately, just
okay, Mazi. Okay, Mazi. The next question we will like to ask you: this Biafran course now, is it teaching us about biblical verses? Is it teaching us about end time that says that on Judgment Day, every deed that we do will be replayed before us? Because I think stuff like this are happening, and when you see people doing certain things, saying certain things today, and before you know it, like Adao Timbu, Raphael Ajairena, all the things that he has said, he has done, the evil he has committed, is being played before him. Could it be that this Biafran course is actually teaching us about the stand of the Bible that on the last day all our deeds will play before us? What do you have to say?
what I have to say, my brother, is if human technology can replay, then what do you think about the omnipotent? The one that has the absolute sovereignty, omniscience, omnipotent, and omnipresence. So it means that in a twinkle of an eye, he will show you who you are. So if human technology can do that, then you can then know that God can do much more than that. Far much more. So that is it, my brother.
Okay, fine. The likes of Choma, who claim to be professors, though professors are supposed to be very wide in their reasoning, you understand? And they are supposed to even understand better than ordinary people. Could it be that because, like in Nigeria now, the kind of professor we have this this professor that have bushy hair, long beards, and what they specialize on is confusing people with heavy grammar. And when you check them deeply, they have no content. They have nothing to write on about. They are the poorest of the poor. Nothing to really, nothing that you can really write about them. You understand? Could it be that the likes of Choma also obtained their professorship from the Nigeria system kind of professors? What do you have to say?
Yeah, I don't know where they got their professorship, but the point is that if you look at Wale Soyinka, he has never agreed with any government. But when he came to Tinubu government, he became a different person. His professorship failed him. He was no longer thinking straight. He lost his courage. He lost his ability to say the truth or to stand on the truth. You see, this is a man that have resisted military government and all along. But when it came to weird sentiment overrode his sense of reasoning, he's lost his professorship and the ability to think. So what happened to people like so-called Professor Chioma? I hope he's listening. If he's not listening now, maybe we'll listen to it later. So-called Professor Chioma, what really happened to them is, you see, when greed and inordinate ambition, those things can cloud your sense of reasoning. You see, when you begin to think that, well, I'm a professor, and Oge Nkere is not a professor, why should he have access to the power that be? Why should it be him? So you've gradually drifted from your goal, your mission. That from that Biafra first, you are now thinking about yourself. You are now thinking that you should have been you. You are not thinking that, hey, a whole professor like me, why should it be him? That is what brought about the failure of Lucifer. What brought about the failure of Lucifer? Upon all the glory God has bestowed upon him. Bible says there are two people Bible talks about their beauty. Their beauty. When God himself who created is also describing their beauty, it means that shows you how beautiful you can be or how glorious you can be. If one of them is Saul, the Bible describes Saul to be said nobody in Israel was like him. Shoulder high, and the Bible described him as, but look at how he ended. Another person was Lucifer. Lucifer was a glorious, adorned with all manner of precious stones. His was glory, and his beauty was unequal. But look at what happened to him. He thought, why him? Why not me? So the same thing has happened. The same spirit that was in Lucifer is what has possessed these people. People like Chioma them. Because Chioma is not deceived. Those who are deceived are those following her. Those are the people that can say they are deceived. But Chioma is not deceived. Chioma fell because of pride, because of ego, because of inordinate ambition, because she refused to put Biafra first. She put herself first. That's what made her to fall. And that's a very big fall. A very big fall. The Bible says, how are the mighty falling? How are the mighty falling?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I still have another question.
Sorry, can I add to that, please, if you don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much, the host, Virtual Dragon. And thank you, Regent Fira, and everyone that is here. I just want to, bring this notice because a few years back, I met a friend. And the friend says he want to do, he want to see how he can get, I can get a Lancers gun in Nigeria. And this very friend of mine, fortunately, told me that he can even get it if even in absentia. I said, how do you mean in absentia? He said, one, he contacted a friend in a police college, Lagos. Let me put Lagos, Nigeria, zoo. So when he contacted that person said he can do it, even if it's in UK or in America. Somebody, he will pay the money. Somebody will appear there for the name, but they will meet the high and mighty in that police college. So at the end, after 6 or 1 year, he will be conscripted as police officer, so he can be able to get gun on his own at home. So that is why I want to say that most of these people who have professorship or degree from Nigeria, who are here, many of them bought their degrees. Somebody must be doing they will pay someone to do their course. That course that they want to do over there in Nigeria, while they are here in America or in Europe or in UK. So at the end of it, when it's time for ceremony or what do you call it, their convocation or graduation, they will not appear physically. They will take annual leave, appear physically in the name of God for annual leave and holidays. Then they will get their degree and they will come back and say, they are professors. Can you imagine? That is what I know is happening. Because if I did not get an inkling about this. I said, what? So even if I want to get, I'm at home, I'm in UK, and I want to get gun now, license gone. They say, although it's not going to be a assaulted weapon, but the other, pump action. 6 months, and they say, yeah, you will do it. I can do it. I will pay money, 1 point something million or something. I say, really? That is where you know that Nigeria is gone. Long time ago, most of them that are handling all these weapons today, they did not merit it. Some of them, they did not even attend that police college or military or that, because most of them are Fulanis and they know, and other people that know the system, they are doing it, including they are doing it. I'm sure most of their degree. Say, yeah, I was a professor before I left Nigeria. I was a degree holder. That is what, even when they come here, they do it behind us. Thank you very much. That's what I want to just eat into it. This thing is happening. Nigeria is gone and gone forever. We need to leave that country fast, ASAP. So, Biafrans, this is the time. Support your liberation. Remember, that spirit of resistance must be imbibed in every one of us, both home and abroad. We want our freedom, we want to be liberated, and we want recognition and the diplomatic move that is ongoing. We need to put our arms together so that we go ahead and get what we want. Then later on, we do the needful. Those who will be expunged out of our society, if they will not imbibe to what the laws, our own laws say, Biafran laws, Biafran charter, and Biafran bylaws, then they should look and relocate to wherever they want. If possible, let them relocate to the north, let them relocate to the Yoruba land. Thank you very much. I yield my mic. Veteran Dragon, I'm through. Was that being heard at all?
Yeah, we heard it very loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. That is what is happening.
There is another question I actually want to ask. The last time I checked, the Biafra Defense Forces support the federal government, Biafra Republic government inside. I was registered in Justice Department in the United States of America, the only legal entity to fight of Biafra. And the last time I also checked, the Chief of Defense, People Sergeant also support this government. The likes of Choma, who claim to be professors, and the likes of Ada Rafael Ajare and Mamamudu, are they not telling Biafrans that the former Prime Minister has abandoned the entire Biafra Defense Forces, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Chief of Joint Staff, Mazi Sources that will always come to this space with him, and the lobbies that he introduced to the Biafran people, as well as the government that he followed to register in Justice Department of the United States of America. So are these people telling us that Prime Minister has abandoned all of these things and have chosen them that want to go and set up probably new gun carriers in Tobago and that's what they are trying to say here. What do you have to say about that?
I, I didn't hear you. I stepped out. I didn't hear you. Please, can you repeat what you said? What you said?
Okay, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. The last time I checked, the Biafra Defense Forces support the Biafra Republic government in exile. The Chief of Defense Staff, People Star General Igwe will support the Biafra Republic government in exile. Mazi sources that would always come to those states with the former Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in support of the Biafra Republic government in exile that was duly registered in the Justice Department in the United States of America as the only legal entity to fight for the freedom of Biafra. The likes of Choma, who claim to be professors, and those that are in asylum camp, and the likes of Ada Raphael Otibu and Imam Amugu, are they not telling us that former Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has abandoned all of these people that I mentioned above, the BDF, the Triple Star General Igwe Butuzo, the sources, the lobbyists, the government, he followed to form, that he has abandoned all of these things and has gone for them, waiting for them to come up with new groups and probably new armed carriers in Tobago and other unrecognized armed carriers in the name of Biafran forces. Is that what they are trying to tell Biafrans, or what are they really trying to say at this point?
Okay, my brother, let me tell you something. If there is anyone that should be emotionally or attached to our former prime minister, if there's anybody that should be emotionally attached to him, it should be Success. And if there's anybody that should be emotionally attached to our former prime minister, it should be Butuzo. But let me tell you, when you are mature, when you know what government is all about, when you know what democracy is all about, and when you understand how under democracy there should be smooth transition of power, and when you understand that what we are facing has to do with life and death, when you understand that what we are pursuing is not about a person but about a nation, when you understand that if we don't do anything then we are gone, when you understand all this, everything about emotion, everything about sentiment, will just kill it. Will just kill it. You see? So what they are saying is that, like you said, is that Prime Minister has abandoned his EDF. Yeah, he has abandoned everybody. You know, let me tell you exactly what is going on. When they go to the Prime Minister, they don't tell him the truth. They tell him lies upon lies, lies upon lies. They tell him lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. And let me also tell you, don't be deceived. When you are under the situation he is, just like Onyendu, the lawyer said, you should not be allowed to internet anything, electronic or whatever. When you find yourself in such a situation, and they come to lie to you, unless you are someone that really know what is going outside there, don't blame anybody. So the point is, they go there with a lot of faces. But let me also tell you, let not also not fool ourselves as if Prime Minister doesn't know what is going on. He may also know what is going on, and he may just do what he's doing. But all the same, you said it. You have even the answer to your question is even in the question you asked. That you ask, does it mean that he has abandoned the BDF, the entire structure, what he built, and all that? He has not abandoned them. So let them continue to fool themselves. Let them continue to go and tell all the lies and blackmail and whatever, and whatever they want to let them continue to. We have passed that stage. We have gone past that stage. Like the clip I played, Onyendu says we have passed the Rubicon. And wherever he is, whether he's dead, whether he's alive, whether we don't see him, Biafra must come. That is the point. And what does it mean? Whether we see him, whether we don't see him, we must get Biafra. We must not stop, even for a second. So, what they are telling you is that people like COS, that's the chief of General Chief of Staff, what's his name? Our the
Is
Chief
it
of Joint Staff.
is it success?
What they are telling us that even success that the former PM has dismissed him. That's what they are saying. So you can now see the level of their stupidity, the level of how dead brain, the degree of their brain dead, according to our professional minister. So let nobody. I think this is
sorry, sir. Let me interject you. Let me interject. Nonsense. Does it mean that success has been dismissed to be replaced by Caterpillar or Sapele or by Ada Rafael, Utimbu, Ajarere? Is that the case?
that you can answer that question. You can answer. Does it not sound funny? Does it not sound funny?
You know about it now. Even during the convention, they say they know one success. I mean, don't forget. Bless say you don't remember that one. So you're bringing us backward now. That is what the Honorable Fulani and their entourage and their co said as at that time. When you even say it dissolved the cabinet. Have you forgotten? All those ones they are there. They are there and it cannot be forgotten. Thank you.
I'm just trying to refresh the mind of our people. You know, so our people can easily quickly forget. You understand? That's why I'm asking some of the questions that I am asking. Not that I don't know. I know the answers to them. But we let them refresh the mind.
You see, if these people if they really want to make a U-turn, if they really want to change, now that the Biafran Defense Forces have pledged their loyalty to bring it under Oge Nkere, I think this is the last chance they have, and this is the last straw that might, if they don't do something now, then, like I said, now the title is now or never. Now that the BDM have pledged their loyalty expressly, when I say expressly, it means in black and white. When they have made it black and white, written, documented, pledging their loyalty to the Biafran Republic under the leadership of Nkere. That is the seal. That is the seal. So if they don't see that as the seal, as the conclusion of the whole matter, there's a portion in the Bible where you think Ecclesiastes chapter 12, after talking, say, now let's hear the conclusion of it. Also, Paul made a similar statement. I think in his books, either in Corinthians or so. After saying, he said, finally. So, if this does not show them the conclusion of the whole matter, when the BDM has expressly pledged their loyalty and allegiance for the whole world to know, if this does not speak to them, then it can as well be said they are lost forever like Lucifer. That should be the conclusion. They are lost forever like Lucifer. Very unfortunate.
Mazi, there's a question I still want to ask you. Sorry, no verse. The likes of GD these were prominent figures in the Biafra cause. The likes of Paradigms and Ugo BLT, and they went with Ugo Shirabuzi. Then we were telling them that the path they are on is a wrong path, but they did not believe us. But now they have all found out that they were on the wrong path, and today a lot of them are not seen again. They have gone silent and they have gone underground. Does it mean that they have accepted since now that they have known that they were wrong? Does it mean they have accepted defeat to Nigeria, or have they ended
Let me say something about it. You know, during this early stage of this rebellion, I personally wrote to Clara Day, because that lady, I had this the way she was vocal. Clara Day and who else? There was another one of them. Clara Day and
Ellie Paul.
Yeah, those two. But out of them, I wrote to Clara Day, and her reply was that I should not talk to her again. So, but regardless of that, I think people like that, those are the ones I said they are deceived. They were deceived. Unlike Ngozi Ngozi is in the same category with Emma and Prof Chioma. Those ones are not deceived. Those ones are like the Bible says, Satan is not just a liar, but the father of all lies, the architect of lies. So those ones, they are the arrowhead. They were not deceived. But the other ones, I consider them deceived. People like Clara Day, people like Eileen, even Worry's sister. So, and these are the people I am calling to come back. Come back. And it's very easy. Swallow your ego, humble yourself, because the Bible says God resists the proud. And he can only give.
Are they too ashamed? Are they too ashamed?
Wait now. It's part of it now. It's part of it. But the Bible says God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. You see, if they continue in their pride, God will continue to resist them. You see, there's something God, the Bible says every authority is ordained by God. You see, as Oge Nkere has become prime minister now, heaven have stamped it. Let nobody be deceived. As he has become prime minister now, heaven have stamped it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. If he does wrong, heaven stamp it. Heaven takes look of it, and he will answer to heaven. And if he does right, heaven takes look of it and will answer to heaven. So they should understand this. That is why David found it difficult to deal with Saul. He kept dodging, because you know Saul was anointed. The same thing has happened to Oge Nkere now. Oge Nkere has been anointed. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Can you imagine a whole nation, just a one man who is a president, commander-in-chief, who hold everybody into ransom? That is how anointed a leader can be. So, but the people need to understand. This man has been anointed by heaven now. So anyone that goes against him will incur God's wrath, especially is on the right path. So what I'm saying to these people you mentioned is, stop resisting the ordinance of God. Stop resisting the person God has anointed over you. Regardless of what, stop resisting the person God has anointed over you. You know, when Moses killed an Egyptian, the second time when he saw his two brothers, they were fighting and they wanted to separate. One of them said, "You want to kill me like you killed the Egyptian." And the Bible recorded that the same person they rejected later became their leader. So the way they have this self-hatred, personal hatred they had for Oge Nkere, is only to their undoing. So what they should do now is that swallow your pride, humble yourselves. There's no way you will come to this place now and they will begin to see change. And you come when you are doing a fundraising and you come and give your dime. You are one a gemma or one a gem, and they will say take it back. It's not possible now. So you continue like that and showing it that even if you are not saying any word, if you are someone that is courageous enough, because to me my definition of courage is the ability to accept I have done wrong. That is what I consider to be courageous. You see, That is why I know somebody who is a courageous person, who is a man. It's when you are able to say, I have done wrong. So if you come to fundraising, I'm talking to them now directly. You come, you give your dime, you give your 1 naira. I'm sorry, make una pardon me for mentioning that. You give your 1 AJ ma. That's okay. Then you keep repeating that. Then if you are coming on social media, you come. We see your contribution now positive. It begins to show that yes, there is a change. That's what it takes. There's no other thing. And we will celebrate you. There's no other thing. You can't come here and we would say go back. No. Unless if you come here and you are still being recalcitrant, you are still the same old person. So that's where we will tell you that it is not for you. This place is not for you. But if you come back to where you belong to, you know they know that this is where they belong to. So that those who are deceived, this is where they belong to. When you come back and you speak constructively and you come to fundraising, you give your one ejema or 1 AJ. Nobody will say take that AJ or take your ejema back. Nobody. That is how you can show you are a changed person, and we will celebrate you. The day the white lion came here, did we not celebrate him? We did. So it's just swallow your pride, kill your ego, and retrace your step. The prodigal son never knew his father would accept him. He said even when he gets home, he would tell his father that he's no longer qualified to be his son, that he would rather be a servant. But when he came back, that is the sign of genuine repentance. When he came back, the father celebrated him. So the point is, those of them that are deceived, I'm not talking about those who are Satan or Lucifer. I don't know whether Lucifer can change. No, sorry, I know it cannot change. See, but these ones are human beings. Maybe they can change. They're not the original Lucifer, so they can change. So it is the same thing applicable to them. Humble yourself, recognize the person God has placed over you, so that you don't incur costs. Or if you are fighting Oge Nkere, you'll be incurring costs upon yourself and upon your children, upon your children's children. So that is what it is. So I pray they hear what we are saying and then do the right thing, make a U-turn, and come back. The sky is too wide for every bird to fly. So this place is an open place. Let them come, see, and do the right thing. So that is it, man.
Okay, Marcy, there's one more question. Can you hear me? There's one more question I want to ask you. Can you hear me, sir? Can I be heard? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Then yes, I can hear you. Then ask so that I can finish.
Okay. This is the last question I'm going to ask. Thank you very much. Okay, considering the fact that sir, you can mute yourself, sir, so that you don't interfere with me. If you can hear me, please just kindly mute yourself so that I can ask the question. Okay, considering the fact that anytime Nigeria take our leaders, it seems like some of our people are too weak in their brain to understand that we are supposed to come together, get another new leader and move forward. But history has shown that whenever they take any of our leaders, our people are scattered until those that are really genuinely for the freedom pick up themselves and organize themselves and move forward. It happened during the time of Onyedu, and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, former Prime Minister, picks up and moves forward. And now when the former Prime Minister was speaking, it happened again. We scattered. Don't you think Nigeria has studied that this is a weakness? Don't you think that this can encourage Nigeria to keep coming from our leader, knowing fully well that whenever they take our leader, the people are scattered. Everything is scattered, and it's like we go back to square zero. Don't you think that this is a weakness that Nigeria is facing against our freedom?
Okay, let me answer you. If I may use yourself as an example, when these two incidences occurred, did you scatter you yourself? You did not. You did not. So, and if I ask another person here, like Eunice, like Mecca, like Obi Chicago, they did not. So the point is, there are people that are born for this purpose, and there are people that are not born, but they will join. They will join. So when there is a shaking like that, those are the people that is affected. But those of us that are born for this purpose, we can never be unmovable, unshakable. You see? But those ones that joined, they will always be shaking. And when it happens to them, it is for them to do the right thing. But let me also tell you that it can't happen again. It can't happen again. You know, I was discussing with somebody that said, okay, now let them go to United States and go and arrest Oge Nkere. Because these people they've been arresting is now Oge Nkere is now living in a free world, in the head of the free world, the leader of the free world, the country that whose head of state or the president called Nigeria a disgraced country. So let them go there now and arrest Oge Nkere. So the point is, it won't happen again. If anything happens, God forbid, if anything happens to our leader Oge Nkere, which is not going to happen, we are not going to scatter. He himself said it yesterday that whatever happened, that should continue. And said it, but let me assure us today, what happened in the past will never happen again. You see, that's the way God works. God used Awonyendu, and he knew that this thing is going to happen because a lot of people were surrounding Onyendu, and also the country that he is a citizen to was hostile to us. Don't forget, was hostile to us and was siding Nigeria. So there is that likelihood that he will one day fall into their trap, because that is this very country that is a citizen to was the one spearheading and backing Nigeria. So the same thing has happened to our prime minister. The same country that he lives in or citizen in, which he wrongly believed because of what happened in 1967. He was thinking because of what happened in 1967 that the leadership of the government of Finland is still the same government that is having that kind of feeling for us. He was talking about how they helped Namibia, which is the Rhodesia. So those are the things that he made him to lose guard. But let me tell you, where Oge Nkere is now is a country that is hostile to Nigeria. A country that is very hostile to Nigeria, to the point that the president of that country called Nigeria a disgraced country, to the point that the president of that country ordered a strike, a air strike on that same country. So it is impossible for you to sell anybody to that same country. So it won't happen again. It won't happen again. That's the last time this will happen to us. Thank you. So is there another person that want to say something? Then I'll finish up what I want to say. In absence of none, so let me just finish up.
Yeah, I just want to say something. Veteran.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I just want to make a comment on these things that have been happening. I think for those of them who are still in doubt, our former Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will be very proud of us. I'm very proud of
Of course.
Because of some reasons. I'm going to give them one reason.
Sorry. Can I speak? Good evening, everyone.
Just a moment, I'm speaking. Just a moment, please.
the charter and the
Can I speak?
bylaw are
Storm, can you
Yeah,
stop that?
yeah.
Everybody
Stop. Hold on. Stop. Hold on. Somebody is speaking. After that, you can speak.
I will just be very brief in 5 minutes or so. The charter and the bylaw are the two most important documents. I'll call it an instrument that the Biafrans have now for our recognition and restoration. And Simon held it at extreme importance. She was so happy about those things, two things, because that's what gave us a path, and that's what gave us stability. There is no way somebody will be dragging us around now. Why he will be so proud of what happened was that he knows that after 3 months, there will be a change if he didn't come out. And if you have not utilized that tool, and they even waited for 1 year, he will be saying, are we not using that tool within his mind? So that all those people going to him will realize that no, there's a tool we have, and this tool are these two documents. And these two documents are live, they are still active, and without it, we cannot do anything. That's why we'll be very proud of us. So anybody that's still talking about all this, if anybody wants to come back, let the person come back. If you don't want to come back, it's up to you. But the most important thing is that these two tools that are being used now are the stabilizing tools, and that's what made us different now from what it was when we were with IPOB and DOS. There was no framework. The framework that NNAMDI KANU had that time was different from what his followers had. The followers doesn't even have a framework. They didn't have know what they are doing. So they need to come and talk on Facebook then, and then everybody goes back and they collect money and they pay themselves the way they pay, because I know they pay themselves. I was very, very active there. So that's where it is. So Simon will be very, very proud of us for using this simple tool that had legitimized.
Please, I'll be back. I'll be back soon.
Okay, that legitimized Biafra on the surface of the earth. Without this thing now, we wouldn't have known a path. We don't have no path. Okay, so this is exactly why I just want to contact. I once again congratulate our new Prime Minister Oge Nkere for even accepting that position, because it's not a position just accepted. He accepted it. It's not everybody that will carry that load, because Simon doesn't sleep and Oge doesn't sleep now. Very, very sure. Nnamdi Kanu wasn't even sleeping. So if anybody thinks because Prime Minister, he's not enjoying anything, he's not eating anything, he's not getting paid, he's spending his own money, he's spending his own time, his businesses are being managed by other people. He doesn't even have time for his kids now, he doesn't even care for his family. So you should be proud of him for accepting this position. This tool that we had now is exactly this only way that the world will know, oh, these people are serious. They're not playing with the instruments they have. The American government are watching it. Are you utilizing the tools you have? So if so, good. If you're not, then you don't have a part. How are we going to give you something where you cannot even organize yourself? We're not going to be Nigeria. Never. Never, never, never. Instead of being going back to this messed up that is in Nigeria now, we better stay and everybody will die abroad. But as at today, the right decision had been made, the right path had been taken, and the stable government is here, and it will remain here forever. It will just remain for a while, because I know that the way things are going, the recognition is coming. Oh, our PM is working so hard, extremely hard to get it done. And it's gonna get it done for us. Thank you, everyone. If you want to speak now, who is the guy? You can now speak. Thank you. Who is the guy? You ready to speak? Reg, Reg, you can speak. You can unmute yourself and speak.
So I'm kind of a little bit
Okay,
now, but
yeah.
I think like very important. If you can just hold it from the yeah, I'm very
for all those people that are criticizing the election, I just want to let you know, God, that we followed our documents. We followed our bylaw. So if you want to follow the law, when you go to Biafra, you still follow the law. Do not think it's not we had been terribly divided. This one Anambra, this one is Imo, this one is Abia. This Anambra and Imo were created in 1976. It was this central state they created in 1976. And when Mota Mohammed created Imo and Anambra in February 1976, in that 1976, it was just he woke up and did it. He's not supposed to do that. But that they had a plan to divide. And these ones were created, Imo was divided again, and Anambra was divided again, to Enugu and Abia. All those nonsense started coming up. They thought we were saying that time when we were in school, oh, it's for better development. Oh, you're going to bring us development. Did he bring us development? No, he didn't. He didn't bring us development. He bring us division. So when this thing is happening, some people are following. Ngozi is from Anambra State. So she want to pull them through from Anambra State to her own side. Oh, Oge is from Abia State. Or Oge is from Imo State. Okay, let us. These people that were following this man, Chike Dozie from Olo, in Apiobi, they followed the Olo side. When they were, it's just division. I'm just surprised that there are people that are in their 30s and maybe early 40s to down to 30s. They don't know what it's all about, what Igbo is just talking about. Nobody had been able to tell us the history of exactly what is going on. Nobody told them the history. So they do not know. So they don't know exactly what we are fighting for. We have been destroyed. We have been destroyed by these people, and many people don't know about it. No, many people don't know about it. This division that is coming. Oh, follow this person from. It's just the thing that put us to this mess. Imagine that an Igbo man today, nobody, no single Igbo man. Igbo is the most populated people in Nigeria today. Many people don't know. Wait until the resources is conducted in the Biafra land. Igbos are the most populated. That eastern region you are talking about is the most populated in Nigeria today. Those populated, there's nothing in the north. If you go to the north, there's no population in the north. There's no population in the north southwest. Southwest you're talking about is all about Lagos and Ibadan and Oyo State. Whereas, but there's no single Igbo man who can courageously stand up and ask a question: why are Igbo businesses being burnt in Lagos? Why are not even a single Igbo man or in entire Igbo land? We already been conquered. What else can we say? We've been conquered. How can they be born in Igbo business and not even a single Igbo man can ask this question to Tinubu? Ask it to common someone that left the United States the other day because of corruption. He ran away from the United States. Now he's a governor. Just like any of them. We have been conquered. No even Igbo man can say, today, if we don't have international airport, we pull out of Nigeria. Not even a single person. People are not even ashamed. Let me call it Igbo. I'm not even talking about our brothers are surrounded. I'm not talking about an Igbo man. Who is that Igbo man that can stand up today and walk to Tinubu and say to Tinubu, if you do not stop burning Igbo businesses and donation, we're going to pull out of Nigeria. There's no single Igbo person can do it. All of them have been conjured and pulled and destroyed. They have just destroyed Igbo race. When they die, I don't know where their children will be. It's so annoying and demoralizing as an Igbo man. Not even a single person can stand up and get the food, stand his feet as in Igbo. Is that not the same Igbo people that I met when I was in primary school growing up in the 70s and 80s, early 80s? An Igbo man will stand up and speak and people know that the word is speaking. But now there's not even a single person, not even a single one can say, if you don't give us an airport and seaport and do this, we're going to pull out of Nigeria. Enough is enough. Not even one. Igbos that went to do medical school in Calabar, were all of them not sent back? Just last week, all of them were pulled back from the teaching hospital there because they were Igbos. And they mentioned that because they're Igbos. So there's no single single person now in Alibo, entirely to stand up and say, enough is enough. Yo, I did enough. No one. And they come to tell me about the speaking grammar. Speaking, I'm a doctor of this, I'm a doctor of that. But it's a Fulani man who has a diploma from Ahmadu Bello University of Meduguri that is ruling, you are giving instructions. But when you come and talk nonsense online. And as an Igbo woman or Igbo man, I'm a doctor of this. You are ashamed of yourself. Go and ask Tinubu, why are you pulling the Igbo businesses? Why are you pulling the Igbo businesses? Go and do it. Stand up and say it so that we can give you a support. Idiots. Everybody just come to you. When you see your brother, you keep talking and talking and talking. But you cannot speak out against an outsider. Not even a single person can stand up in Nigeria and say something that is reasonable. How much do you talk? Well, are we the only people in the world? See what is going on all over the world now. What is going on all over the world? The reasons you're not seeing, how many of you are getting promoted in your offices in the world? Because they are seeing how you guys are jam-packed with money, showing off your houses and everywhere, what you are achieving from abroad. They'll come and say, okay, come now, you have a degree, come let us promote you. Are they promoting you at work now, even in the US, anywhere in the world? Are you seeing where they're promoting you? Are they giving you raises? Don't you see that they're pulling back that everybody's on minimum wage now? Why? Because people go there and build because of exchange rate. They turn $2,000. You give them 2.5 million or so many million. They buy their house. They come and canvas it online. The white man said, "Hey, thank you. We suffer here and then you are making money." You have seen the result, eh? If you never know, let me tell you why everybody is suffering now abroad. They're not paying. They don't even pay you minimum wage. In some places, they don't pay you above minimum wage with a degree. You see people with diploma here, they even the driver, managers and everything. And you are still here talking. And you don't want to go back to your country. You are going to Calabar, you are a doctor, I'm a this, I speak English. If you go to Igbo land, if you don't speak Igbo or Urobo, Usele, or Usoko, or this, you will not accept you. If you cannot speak Igbo, you will never be a leader in Biafra land. You must speak Igbo and write Igbo. That's what whom you are. Because if you go to Finland and Germany, you speak their language and learn it and write it. If you come to Igbo, if you don't speak and write Igbo, you will never have a position in Biafra land. Go and learn it now. That's who we are. If you're from Europe, go and learn it. If you can be your job, go and learn it now. You cannot come and speak English for us. We don't need it. Go back. We don't need English. English should be a second language. The people who are not ashamed of, go and ask Tinubu question. Why are you burning the Igbo? You see one woman that their children, her children died. 3 young men died in the market there in Balogu. Did anybody make a statement?
How?
Shame. Shame. Complete shame.
It's about a shame.
You guys gonna bring out your children. Your children will come here and suffer. Spend money, your children will come here and suffer. That's what it is now.
Thank you for sharing.
Since you guys do not know how to you guys will sit down here and complain to disgrace yourself online. And you guys the only people that social media just came the other day. What was Facebook launch? What was a pretty cool IPO? But we're not of that here. Done in your stock exchange. Well, none of us not here. Said it. None of you don't be able to keep people to shame. Call yourselves, ask yourself question. Use your tongue and count your teeth. Look at how the world is going to 2026. Look at what is going on. People are demanding for their space. Look at if you watch the interviews that were done to the people of Greenland. They said we do not want to be US citizens because we need our language and culture. That's the most important thing for them, and not the money of monetary authority. Our language and our culture is the most paramount. They said they need. They said even if you give all of us $1 trillion, we don't need it. That's how the space is. That's how the world the space is now. Everybody's trying to control their own space and be themselves and keep their culture and their values and norms. And not to come and speak English. Go and learn Igbo. If you don't speak Igbo and read Igbo, you will not be a leader in Biafra land. Never, it's not going to happen. Unless all of us die. But go and learn Igbo and English. And English is the second language in Biafra land. Go and learn how to write Igbo and read Igbo. It's not, you can't go and speak English for us. We don't need it. Because our grandmothers don't speak English. You come and speak English and make noise. And then because of it, you pull everybody down. In order for you to say you are the only giant. Go and sit down, everyone. Go and rest. We have done our election, it's done and and it's closed. The case is closed. If you don't like it, go. You are living by the seaside, go and jump inside the sea. We don't care. Let us go home. We have suffered enough in the Western world. You get it, you spend it, you go finish it. The country parent, you can't do anything again. You got Nana Zulu, and now you got Zulu, no Tuno and Lagos. I could carry you be about Nagravante. In the Western world, oh, these people are making more money. They will look, okay. They now push everybody down. That's why everywhere is like this. Anyway, I've said my own. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day, everyone.
I get matching car. To Sanya, share it to all WhatsApp.
Mazi, please. So there's a question.
Thank you. Hello.